What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. In this one, we have India withdraws High Commissioner from Canada amid Khalistan row. I hope I said that right. Let's find out what's going on in Canada and why India withdrew this High Commissioner. Before we do, though, if you guys happen to enjoy, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Give the video a thumbs up. Let's get right to it.
The gloves are off between India and Canada. It's an unprecedented escalation. New Delhi has downgraded its relationship with Canada. We have a High Commissioner in Ottawa, but he, along with other diplomats, have been recalled. It's the latest chapter in a year-long standoff. Just a short while back, New Delhi summoned Canada's top diplomat in India. The High Commissioner is not in the country, so the chargé d'affaires stepped in. He was at the External Affairs Ministry for nearly 20 minutes, the Canadian chargé d'affaires.
Wow.
By all accounts, it was a feisty talk. And look at the MEA statement that came out afterwards. India is withdrawing its High Commissioner from Canada. Listen to the reasons, and I'm quoting. It was underlined that in an atmosphere of extremism and violence, the Trudeau government's actions endangered the safety of diplomats. We have no faith in the current Canadian government's commitment to ensure their security. So India believes that its diplomats are not safe in Canada, and with good reason. Let me show you a video that Khalistani groups uploaded on their social media.
Oh, nah, yeah. Oh, my days. Nah, bro. Nah, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm not mad at India one bit. Get them up out of there. That's crazy work. Wrapped in the Indian flag, put his head. Yup. Get him up out of there. Bring him back home. Canada ain't doing enough to properly protect my guy. You feel me? Yeah. Sheesh.
They're burning an effigy of the High Commissioner of India to Canada. Now, there is context to what is happening here. On Sunday, Canada delivered a message to New Delhi. They said that Indian diplomats were persons of interest in a probe, including the High Commissioner.
Are you serious?
They were persons of interest, so they may be investigated. They did not say which probe, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out which. The Hardeep Singh Nijjar case, the killing of a Khalistani separatist in Surrey in Canada. Remember, Justin Trudeau had blamed India for the murder, and now it is probing, his government is probing the Indian High Commissioner as well. His name is Sanjay Kumar Verma. He is the top Indian diplomat in Canada, also the senior most in the government of India. High Commissioner Verma has 36 years of service under his belt. He's been posted in Japan, Italy, China, and Turkey. But India is now calling him back. We'll get to New Delhi's reactions in a bit, but first, listen to Canada's chargé d'affaires.
Canada has done what India has long been asking for. Canada has provided credible, irrefutable evidence of ties between agents of the government of India and a murder of a Canadian citizen on Canadian soil. Now it is time for India to live up to what it said it would do and look into those allegations. It is in the interest of both our countries and the peoples of our countries to get to the bottom of this. Canada stands ready to cooperate with India.
Canada says it has credible and irrefutable evidence.
Where's
that is the case, it raises some questions like, what is this piece of evidence? Why hasn't it been publicized? And why did Canada wait so long? These are questions that only the Trudeau government can answer. As for India, this is a strong message. You don't recall high commissioners unless the situation is dire, unless you want to downgrade the relationship. India has done this with Pakistan. The last instance was in 2019 after the Pulwama attack. New Delhi decided to call its envoy back. And even today, in 2024, India has no High Commissioner in Islamabad. Of course, with Pakistan, you expect that. But this is a new law for Canada.
I just feel like if you gonna say you got irrefutable evidence, I want to see the evidence. That's what I want. Show me the evidence to show me that India should be cooperating with you in looking into certain agents within the Indian government. Because without the people seeing the evidence, then how do we know it's real? You saying you got evidence. You saying it's irrefutable. You saying it's credible. So let us see the evidence. I would like to see it. But India, go ahead and pull their High Commissioner out there. Do you guys think that they're about to go backwards in their relationship with Canada and they're about to downgrade the relationship with Canada? I'm very intrigued. What do y'all think is happening right now? I guess India's done this before when they're downgraded ties with the country. Do you guys think the same is about to happen?
Tells you how Justin Trudeau has hurt this relationship. And it's not over yet. India has issued a warning to Canada. Let me quote again. It was also conveyed that India reserves the right to take further steps in response to the Trudeau government's support for extremism, violence and separatism against India. Like I said, it's not over yet. Canada could order a tit-for-tat move. India could escalate again. And this whole face-off could blow up further. Jeez. But why now? Because this has been brewing for a while. So why these actions now? Well, Trudeau is currently in trouble. His Khalistani buddy, Jagmeet Singh, has dumped him. This is the internal politics of Canada. As you know, Jagmeet leads the NDP, or the New Democratic Party. That's his political party. Justin Trudeau needed their support to stay in power. It's a coalition government.
Dang.
So right now, he does not have a majority in parliament because Jagmeet has dumped him. If elections are held now in Canada, Justin Trudeau would lose. Look at what the opinion polls say. Nearly 43% Canadians back the Conservative Party, that is the opposition. Only 22% support Justin Trudeau. What about Mr. Khalistan? Even worse, at 18%, that's his support base. So could this whole thing be a distraction, a typical foreign meddling bogey?
Yeah, hey, Khalistan, homie, done dropped you. And now you like, all right, I've been holding on to this card for a long time, so now I need to go ahead and play this card to make it seem like I'm being hard on India for this murder, and that I'll make them the suspect. That way, I get my Khalistan homie back. Khalistan, I hope I'm saying it right. Khalistan homie back. That way, it's a coalition government, so our support plus his support, we should be able to scrape through. So that's what is that what's going on, Justin? Is that? I'm telling you, I don't trust politicians, man. I never have. Well, actually, I did at once upon a time, but politicians I can only speak for the U.S. Just tell so many lies, bro. Like, it's so many lies happening. And then again, conspiracy theorist in the sense of I don't think the president of the United States actually runs the United States or actually has the most power in the United States. I believe there's an elite group of people working behind the scenes, the rich of the rich, elite of the elite, that pull all the strings, and the president is really just kind of the face. But anyways, let's get right back to it.
Well, the Indian government has certainly hinted at that. We saw two statements from New Delhi today. We've told you about the latest one, but the first one is even more explosive. Listen to what it says. I'm quoting again. Prime Minister Trudeau's hostility to India has long been in evidence. Under criticism for turning a blind eye to foreign interference in Canadian politics, his government has deliberately brought in India an attempt to mitigate the damage.
Dang.
It is no coincidence that it takes place as Prime Minister Trudeau is to depose before a commission on foreign interference. And this is just a sneak peek. The full statement that the Ministry of External Affairs in India released today is quite critical. It recalls Justin Trudeau's 2018 visit to India. You may remember that one, the one where he dressed up like a wannabe Bollywood actor. It also talks about his comments on the farmers' protest in India. It even mentions his alliance with Jagmeet Singh. If you follow Indian reactions, Indian diplomatic reactions, you would know that this statement is quite unusual. Our statements never go into this kind of detail, nor do they delve into domestic politics of other countries, which makes one thing quite clear. India has run out of patience with Justin Trudeau. Remember, he is the one who started this whole thing last year. Trudeau stood up in Canada's parliament and pointed fingers at India. That too for the killing of a Khalistani separatist, a man designated as a terrorist by New Delhi. What's more, he gave no evidence. You just heard the Canadian diplomat. He says credible evidence has been passed on to India. But look at New Delhi's statement. I'm quoting again. The Canadian government has not shared a shred of evidence with the government of India, despite many requests from our side.
That's what I'm saying. So, really, if you got it, release it. Let the people see it. Let the world see it. If you that right, no, if India lied, then we want to see proof. Show us the evidence. Or we gonna if we don't see the evidence, we gonna assume that you're lying. We're gonna make the assumption that you're lying, because you say you got this credible evidence, you pass it on to India, pass it on to us, because they said they ain't got nothing from you.
Multiple extradition requests from the government of India in respect of terrorists and organized crime leaders living in Canada have been disregarded. Do you see the difference here? Canada says credible evidence was given. India says not a shred of evidence was shared. And this has only gone from bad to worse in the last few months. Trudeau has mishandled this whole situation. He could have opted for quiet diplomacy, but he chose to make a spectacle out of it, to put pressure on India. He also kept defending the separatist voices in Canada, whether it was threats against Indian diplomats or demands for a Khalistan referendum, or even the glorification of an Indian Prime Minister's assassination. You don't expect this from friendly countries.
No.
But Justin Trudeau turned a blind eye to all of it. The path he chose inevitably led to this point, a downgrading of this important relationship. We certainly haven't heard the last of this squabble yet. We'll be tracking the updates closely for you.
It'll be interesting to see where this thing goes and what's going on, but yeah, until we see evidence, Justin, we gonna say that y'all lying. We gonna assume that y'all lying because y'all ain't showed the evidence, and it is evidence of you pointing the finger at India, blaming India with no evidence of them doing any wrongdoing. New Delhi claimed this man as a terrorist. You guys decided to take him under your protection, or of sorts, is what I'm getting. And it's just a lot of issues, a lot of tension going on between these two countries. Let me know you guys' thoughts on this conflict, but that's all we have. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, check out the next video. I'll see you guys next time.